Namaste, this is Amber Jean, and we're starting a new class today. It's called Medicine Yoga. This is going to be a little slower, more intuitive practice. If you do have access to blocks, blankets, any props that you would like to use, you're welcome to take a moment to grab those. So we're just going to start in a comfortable cross-leg position. And let's just take a few refreshing breaths. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, bring your palms at your heart. Interlace your hands, inhaling, stretch the arms up. Tip your chin down slightly. Pull energy up through your body. And exhale. Inhale, raise arms. Exhale, palms at heart. Interlace hands. Inhale, reverse the palms, stretch, tuck your chin. This is a good place to activate your core. Lengthen the spine, exhale, release. Good, we're gonna do one more. Inhale, reach up. Palms at heart. Interlacing hands, inhale, reverse the palms, stretch. Chin down, open your neck. And exhale, release. Beautiful. Now just go into a circle, inhaling and exhaling. And loosening up our lower back. You can go in both directions and really just take time today to check into listening to your intuition of what your body needs and craves. Also allowing ourselves to slow down. Good, take a moment to stretch out your fingers. And then take all your fingers towards each other and just kind of roll the energy ball. This is a wrist exercise. Oh, different type of wrist exercise. Make it very organic. Go ahead and exhale, take your legs out in front of you. Fold your right foot into your thigh. And you're gonna actually go in between the space of the legs, kind of out to the side. So reach up, put one hand on top of each other and just come forward. Just use your hands for support. Kind of shift around a little bit, maybe come a little deeper. And then inhale, walk your hands back. Your left hand stays on the inside of your leg and just side stretch, just gently. You don't need to reach for your foot, you're just warming up today. Bringing in the medicine and the healing energies, inhaling, coming back up, exhaling, switch sides. So whenever whenever your feet are extended, practice flexing the feet, pulling the toes up towards you. And inhale, reach up. And exhale, come in between that space. Deep breath in and exhale, release. Focus on your breath, and throughout this practice, there's going to be some restorative moments where maybe you want to close your eyes. It's a little different than the Ashtanga rocket practice. This is a little bit different style, where we can be organic and not have so many yoga rules. Walk your hands back up, feeling how you're being supported today. You're supported from the universe. Left arm up. Exhale, reach to the side. And again, there's nowhere to get to, even if you're just reaching up and that's enough for you, that's cool. Otherwise, go a little deeper. Good, and then inhaling and coming back up. And exhaling, let's bring the soles of our feet together and just do some butterflies here. So just let your knees pulse up and down. Pulsing energy up through our body. Visualize the very root block, the pelvic floor where the Mula Bandha is. And we want to squeeze and lift from our core so the energy is raising up through the crown of the head, opening to our medicine and our spirit guides. Squeeze your knees up into your arms as hard as you can. Continue to take conscious breaths. Practice squeezing the legs together. That will help stimulate the Mula Bandha. And then exhale, release the hips down. Feel how much more open they are. Let's go ahead and come into cat-cow. So we'll come up onto the hands and knees. Feeling nice and well balanced. Look at your hands and make sure if you have an inch from the edge of your mat to your pinky on one side, you have that same distance on the other side. And then inhale, look forward, let your lower back, your middle back kind of sink down a little bit. And then round, exhale to cat. Navel pulls in, go slow, look up, inhale. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, look up. And round your back. Inhale, look up. And round your back. Look up, inhale. And exhale, round your back. Inhale, look up. Good. And then just find your child's pose. So your hips might be able to release down to your heels, and that's the full, really kind of flexible type of child's pose. But you might not be there today, and that's okay too. You can have your hips raised up and just be totally relaxed, relaxing around your shoulders and your neck. Good, and then exhale, hands come forward, curl your toes under, lift to downward facing. Navel in, pedal out your legs by bending your knees, side to side, pedal. In the beginning of yoga practice, this is one of the more challenging poses. So the key is to get the weight out of the hands and really shift up and back through the hips. Inhale, step your feet in so you're working from the middle of your mat. Like Victoria. And we have a little medicine yogi here at the studio today. Lift the right leg, stretch. And then come forward into plank and bend your knee towards your elbow. Okay, and then go back into that downward dog with the leg up, 1. And then come forward. Now really pull in your abdominals when you come forward. Beautiful form. 2. And come forward. And reach back. And switch sides. Inhaling and reach up. And come forward. So this movement, some of these movements are going to be a little challenging. Now we want to warm up the shoulders. As they're rotating forward over the wrists and coming back, they're warming up. 1 more, pull in your navel. Reach up and back. Good. And then go ahead and separate the feet a little wider. Come forward into plank and hold for 5 breaths. Energize your core. Maybe you can shift forward and back to warm up your hands. Flip the toes back, interlace your hands behind your back, and inhale, lift your chin, chest, arms, stretch back, beautiful. You can have your feet up or down, but just make sure you're not overdoing it in the lower back. Feel that pressure on your lower abdomen, the digestive tract. Release your hands and let's lift into downward dog. We'll step forward, inhaling. And so if you are wanting to use blocks and forward bends today, set those to the top of your mat. And this position can just help you feel a little bit more open. Go ahead and just feel it with blocks, Victoria. It allows you to be out of your edge if you're really flexible and really get nice, long, open lower back. These could also be bent for modification. Good. Exhale, surrender and fold. Ground your feet, inhaling and raise up, reach. And exhaling, arms to sides. So a little more medicine poses for our back. Stand with your feet at least hip distance. We're gonna bend the knees for this. Hands come to our hips, inhaling and exhaling into hip circles. And go both directions. So this can be really great if you sit in a chair, if you have a computer desk job. Some of these movements can really help with your back. Good, and make your circles a little smaller. So our feet are still hip distance, but you want your toes forward. And we're just gonna warm up warrior stance. So I'm gonna step my left foot straight back, about 3 feet. Now if you're taller, step wider. Bend your knee over your ankle. Inhale, reach your arms up and open. You separate the hands, breathe. In through the nose, out through the nose. Today is a new day. Today is our rebirth. Palms at our heart center. Exhale to warrior B. So you really don't need to move the feet much, okay? So just feel that going to warrior A. Inhale. Good. The hip naturally rolls forward, and exhale to warrior B. The hip naturally opens. Good. One more time. Warrior A. Inhale. Warrior B. Exhale. Take your forearm on your thigh and reach into a long side angle. Knee over ankle. Lengthen with the fingertips. Pulling back up really strong from your core. Get ready, we're gonna step forward, big step. Good job. Practicing on the other side, stepping right foot back. The back leg's nice and straight. Front knees over the ankle. Inhale, arms up. Palms can be separated. Really reach up with your arms so you open your scapula. The skin on the side of your rib cage pulls up, working out any tension in the upper back. Exhale, warrior B. Separate the hands. Hip naturally opens in the back. Inhale, back to warrior A. Exhale, warrior B. Inhale, warrior A. Exhale, warrior B. Inhale, warrior A. Reach. And step forward, exhale. Now our blood's flowing. We're gonna move into a sun salutation. So start with your feet closer together. Inhale, reach up, honoring this day. Exhale, reach forward, drape your body, or drape and put your hands to the blocks. Inhale, look to the horizon. Exhale, step to plank. Good. Squeeze your elbows in, lower to chaturanga, and come all the way down. Good. We're going to warm up upward dog or cobra. So we're going to do this a few times. So your chin comes up, chest, keep the elbows bent and in. And then exhale, come down. So when you come down, last thing to lower is the chin. First thing up is the chin. Inhale, chest, lower ribs, abdomen. There it is. Roll the elbows in. And then down again. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. There it is. Exhale. Lift to downward or child's pose. All right, so we're gonna warm up the hips. So just come down onto your knees for a second, just so you can see me, Victoria. And this is just kind of good knowledge. When you're practicing sun salutes, in order to step back, okay, this is a huge hip opener for a lot of people. So we want to warm up the hips. So you can come onto your hands and your knees, and then just take your right foot to the edge of your mat. You can go ahead and practice with me now. And then if you want to use your blocks here, you can as you lunge. Your back knee can be down, or it can be curled under with the toe or toes under and the knee up. For now, I'm just going to keep mine down. I'm just going to work on this lunge with my chest upward. So now I'm kind of working my hands back a little. Open my chest to the heavens. This is the upward variation. And then you can come forward in the downward variation, or forward bend is to come up to the forearms. And this might be too much. Modify as needed. Take in your medicine. Walk your hands back. Come back into tabletop. And let's switch sides. Here we go. Left foot up. Toes angle out. So we are half squatting, okay? So it's okay for your knee to be going out to the side. Just to lift your chest and feel the breath of life. Breath of life. And coming forward into the forward position. Dropping to forearms, continuing this lunge. Your mind into the healing energy that surrounds us. Inhaling, walk your hands back, coming back onto hands and knees. So this is called Anahata. Victoria, is you keep your hips up and you walk your hands forward and you melt your Anahata, which means heart. And then walk your hands all the way back into child's pose and release. Good, bringing hands out in front of us. Exhale, lift into a downward facing. Knees, look between the hands, shift the hips up and back. Inhale, step forward. We're going to come back up into standing, gaze up. And when you gaze up, this is a good place to pull in the lower belly. That's called Uddiyana Bandha. And fold. Inhale, come up, join palms. Exhale, stepping out the feet about 3 feet apart. Turn your toes out to the sides. We'll do some medicine goddesses today. So toes out. When you bend the knees, just take your 2 fingers on the insides of the knees. Push your knees out. Okay, away from each other. Good. Now balance with the arms in a cactus. Gather your energy. You can do it. Inhale, straighten your legs, beautiful. Exhale, bring your toes in, turn your right foot out. And we're actually gonna practice Trikonasana with a block today. Set your block right on the inside of your foot. So if you are setting up a home practice, this could be a good time to invest in a few props. Now, sometimes people use books and other things they have around the house. Inhale, arms in a T. Lift the right arm, take it straight up. Feel all that length in space. Beautiful. Exhale, take your hand down on the block. Make shoulders stack, gaze up. Nice, easeful Trikonasana. Keeping us on our path, connecting us to our destiny. Good. We're actually going to take both hands down towards the block and then just kind of position your back foot forward so you're more square. Left hand stays on the block, right arm lifts, and now we're in a modified revolving triangle, getting a new type of stretch. Push into your back foot. Reach high to the sky. Exhale, hands coming down and surrender. You can use both blocks here. And this is a great hamstring stretch. So the hips are more square. We're just kind of tippy-toeing the blocks forward, bowing our head, noticing the stretch in the hamstrings. Good. And go ahead and just grab one block as you inhale up, so you don't have to get it when we switch sides. So let's switch sides. You can actually move both blocks to that side. Toes out. One block on the inside of the foot, the other foot angled straight or heel back. Here we go. Inhale, reach out. Left arm up, stretch. Open the side body. And exhale, hand down, reach up. Taking the beauty of this moment. A breath is a feeling, take it in. Exhaling, circling both hands down, rotate the back foot forward. No strain in the knee. Right hand stays on the block. Inhale into a revolving, modified triangle, twisting. Lengthen through the top of your head. Exhaling, both hands come down as we release this twist for a hamstring stretch. So put your blocks even, maybe step in. You want both thighs to roll into your midline. Lengthening out. Come as far as you're practicing. Gaze can be forward. And if you're more flexible, fold your head down towards your knee. Inhaling, look up. And exhaling, pivot yourself all the way up into standing and step to the top of your mat. Alright, so let's work on some hips and some twists. We're going to inhale like a sun salutation and reach up. We're going to pull our navel in as we bend. Lengthen, look up. Exhale, step to plank. Lower push up, elbows hug in. Inhale, push your heart up. Opening throat. Exhale, tuck your chin and downward. Good, and step or jump into seated. Alright, so knees are going to be bent, and we're actually going to come down, cross the right foot right over your thigh. You can come all the way down on your back and pull your left leg in, okay? So this is a great warm up in the hips. You can kind of shift around, maybe flex the feet. Good, and then go ahead and switch sides while we're here, laying down. Good, notice the difference in the sides of your body. Deep Ujjayi breath. Good, and then as we release, we're going to take our legs straight up. We're still going to be working on our core in medicine yoga, always, always. So lifting our shoulders and paddling our hands 25 times. Turn your palms upwards. Grab the backs of your legs or knees, bend your knees so you can rock up. Good, cross the ankles and step into downward dog. Feet step together in downward. We're going to inhale the right leg to the ceiling. You can bend the knee and turn your gaze out to the right. And then as we look between the hands, we're going to bend the knee all the way into swan position, okay? So this is also called pigeon. Now, if you have blankets, you might like a blanket under your right hip. You also could use a block here if this is a really challenging pose for you. You stay up higher and you use a block under the hip. Okay. If you're more flexible, you might be able to take your foot more forward. So there's lots of little different ways to practice this. So once you're there, we need to start to roll this left hip down. So start to lean a little to that left side. Oh yeah, there it is. Look up, inhale, and come forward. Nice and slow. You could also use a block for your forehead. Give the breath a color. Visualize that color going into your hips. And then inhaling, and slowly bring yourself back up. Woo. Curl your toes, exhale, lift to downward, stretch that right leg out. Maybe do some hip circles. Good, and let's switch sides. Here we go. Left leg up, inhale, stretch. Bend your knee, rolling open. Exhale, bending the knee. To the other side. And using your props as needed. Take your time to get into this pose today. So you're really getting the benefits for your body. Good, notice where that resistance is. Maybe lean to the right and to the left. Find a middle road. Come forward slowly. Find your special spot to breathe into. Keep leaning a little to the right. Let your energy channels start to flow more freely right through your center, correlating to the spine. Inhaling, walking ourselves back up, opening heart center. Exhale, curl toes, downward dog. Lift the left leg up, circle the hip, working out. Whatever you're feeling, work it out. Come forward into plank. And lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Good, and we'll step into seated. If seated poses are a challenge for you, or you might just want to try this today, Victoria, is you just kind of sit on the blanket. And then you want to have the blanket underneath your bottom, but your legs are mostly off the blanket, okay? All right, so left leg is going to bend in, right knee is going to come up. This is called Ardha Matsyendrasana. Bringing our right hand behind us, left arm up, inhale. Switch your hands. Yeah, you're opposite, but that's okay. Exhale, cross your arm over the hip and thigh, gently push, lengthen on the inhalation. Twist on the exhalation. More advanced variations include binding. Check in with your Ujjayi breath. Gazing forward, letting our energy fields clear. Good. And then we'll stack our ankles and our knees. This is called Agni Stambhasana. So fold your top leg down. Yes, placing the ankle on the knee. Perfect. Be patient. First, just warm up your arms into eagle. Doesn't matter which way chin and breathe. And then release the eagle arms, and now lean into your hips. Nurture the process. Even if your head to come out, that's okay. It's a process, it's a practice. Inhaling, sit back up. Beautiful. And now we're ready for the other side. So you might just want to kind of sway your knees side to side, between the sides. Good. And then switch. So for me, my left knee's on top. For you, you're right. Good. Living in that confusion. Whatever knee is up, lift the opposite arm. Inhale. And then cross over, exhale. Come back to your Ujjayi breath. Couple more breaths. You can do it. This is really good medicine now. I'm noticing my breath going in my hips and my back. Breathe all the way through the crown of your head. And then bring your awareness forward, undoing your binding. Loosen up and stack your ankles and your knees. Okay, eagle arms. That's it, just stay with it. Observe the discomfort. So if parts of your practice you start to feel anxious, you start to feel like you want to come out of the pose, you start to feel agitated, observe those feelings. Let them come and let them go. Tuck your chin. And slowly release. Look forward. Release your arms. Exhale, bend forward. Stay with it a couple more breaths. Inhaling and slowly come up. Exhaling. Work out your legs. Take a vinyasa. Let's go ahead and straighten our legs out. so you can still be on your blanket for here. We're gonna go to a modified forward bend. So sometimes you can even take a block under your knees. Inhale, beautiful form. Victoria, fold, exhaling. Fold your head. Notice where you're feeling it. Create space in your joints. And then we're going to come out. And this is going to be our restorative and start to move us into finishing poses. We're going to use our block. And you want to position the block in your upper back. So the block is pretty high up there in the shoulder blade area. So it starts on your mat and you kind of just have to find, wiggle it around there. So you find just the right position for your body type and your and position the arms wherever it feels most natural. Close your eyes. And we're just going to hold for another minute. Visualize energy circulating around the heart center, healing the heart. Feel the connection of the lower chakras as well, the Svadhisthana. 4 inches below the belly button is the Svadhisthana. Ah. 15 more seconds, deep breath. So really, when you feel the magic of this pose, you start to bring your legs together if you're in butterfly. Start to use your arms to come out. Move the blocks. And then if you want to use your blanket now to cover up your feet, if you have one, we're going to lay flat in Shavasana. Always being warm in Shavasana. Letting your body cool down slowly and assimilate the practice. Go ahead and inhale through your nose and just take a sigh as you exhale. Feel your body in a very relaxed position. Relax through your mouth. Relax through your hips. Feel like you're laying on a cloud of bliss. We allow this bliss to enter into our hearts and spirits. Feel the love of the infinite holding you as you float into eternity. And feel all the medicine beginning to absorb in you. Allowing your spirit guides to be close, pushing in the medicine. And begin to deepen your breath. Notice how relaxed you feel. Deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. You can roll over onto your side, bending the knees, coming into the fetal position. seated. Close your eyes. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shantahi, Om, peace, peace, peace. Namaste.